Hi guys, welcome to the vlog. We got it. We have acquired the goods. Fun fact, I have not finished Chain of Gold, my reread. I'm about to finish it. I'm in the car. I'm gonna finish it right now. Waiting for my friends so we can go eat breakfast, but as soon as I finish it, you already know. This is gonna be a spoiler-filled vlog and we're gonna begin. So just give me a moment.
Things about you I'll never know. I hope that one day we'll be in love when you're not far away. You really make me wanna.
Cassie's starting off with a Jack the Ripper quote. What is going on here? I'm scared. No. I'm freaking out already. We're on page 4. Cordelia just went to go thank Matthew for bringing her to the Helver Well, which is nice, you know. Nice of him to escort her to her bachelorette party the night before her wedding. But she was gonna go and kiss him on the cheek and he turned his head and she accidentally kissed him on the mouth. What is this, Cassie? What? Why would that be here? This is not good. This poem on being intoxicated, as I'm pretty sure we're about to get James's bachelor party, is incredibly fitting and it's so funny, and I also feel like this is something Matthew could have written himself. I'm still in the same spot and I'm on page 67, but okay, so Matthew getting the reverse mermaid, I cannot deal with him, and I'm wondering if he did that because he truly didn't know or if he is just really bitter, because I reread Chain of Gold. I finished my reread literally just before I started this one, and I definitely picked up on a lot more tales of Matthew liking Cordelia. Like, when people were saying the first time that they shipped Matthew and Cordelia, I just didn't see it. But this time when I reread, I definitely saw it, and so now I feel like that's going to be a really big part of the book, and Matthew literally blew up on the Merry Thieves and James and basically was like, you don't even love Cordelia. And so it's just like, where did this come from? And why does Matthew like Cordelia so much? And how is this gonna work? And he's gonna be so mad at them. And I'm concerned. I'm worried. But the fact that James is like, oh, I should take off this bracelet that Grace gave me. Like, I want to be so truthful to Cordelia. Like, I should probably take it off. And then he doesn't take it off. Like, if you said you're gonna take it off. And then he's like, oh, it's too late now. Cordelia would understand. Like, would she understand? I don't know about that, James. I just don't know. I'm frustrated. All the best men are either married or silent brothers. Yes. Jem. Silent brother. That line is really funny. Oh my god, I can't. I'm literally gonna cry. I'm literally shaking. Jem, my baby Jem, playing the violin at the wedding? No, you're kidding. Oh. No, all my dreams are coming true. You guys, not Jem playing the violin. Oh my god. This is the best thing ever. Why did Cassandra Clare feel the need to say this? I don't know. Just got to chapter 5, the end of chapter 5, the wedding night. The angst that is going on right now when James took off Cordelia's dress and helped her, and he was like, please go, I need you to go. The angst, y'all. I'm here for it. This is what I signed up for, so I'm having a great time. Talk so much of travel, I wanted to give you the world. Okay, James, I see you. Okay. So I just took a break. My dog really has played this toy right now. Just took a break to film a video, but we were on page like 145, I think, chapter 7 or 8, and we're loving it. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna go back to reading now, probably for the rest of the day, because I had to get that video done. Maybe I'll take a break to edit later, but it depends how much I get through. But we are that much through. That much through. Yes, so exciting. Okay. So I can finally put my hair up. Yay, but I can tell that it is going to be an ongoing frustration of James trying to get the bracelet off or thinking about it and then being like, oh, but I'm too tired to go try or something. Like, are you serious? I can just tell it's going to keep going throughout the whole book until finally he's going to get the bracelet off, but something's going to happen, I'm sure. I'm just calling it right now. I do not trust Philomena at all. I don't trust her, this character. I don't even know who she is or where she came from, but I don't trust her. Also, I'm eating hot Cheetos. Hi, so the beginning of chapter 10, the spice of that beginning scene, I loved it. And then of course, we get an interruption. Oh, I'm so mad. And the fact that Risa was like, the very tall man is here. And they're talking about Thomas. That's so funny to me that they just call him a very tall man. Like, he's just a large man. Thomas.
Could have been a painter, could have studied law. Instead you are my paintbrush, you're my curriculum. Could have been a sailor, could have been an astronaut. Instead I
Cordelia's father going to James and being like, give me $5,000. Sir, James is a boy. He doesn't have $5,000, and literally, why would he give it to you? And that's just, and Cordelia does not deserve that kind of father, and that's just really hitting me hard, honestly. I hate mysteries, and I hate murder mysteries because I want to know who it is, and I don't know who is doing the killing. Is it James? Is it James or Matthew? Is something really bad like that gonna happen? Because James is having the dream, so what if it's actually him doing it? But that wouldn't make sense, because how would he wake up and know, and then he was with Cordelia right after he woke up? See, no, it can't be James, but is it Matthew? Now Matthew lives alone, so nobody would notice if he was gone all the time. But why would Cassie do that? Why would one of them be the killer? It makes no sense. I don't know who it is. Okay, so I just got to the end of chapter, 11, and it's another killer scene, and the person they're about to kill turned around and saw the killer and was like, you? What do you mean, you? Like, it was unexpected, so it's like someone, is it Christopher? If it's one of the Merry Thieves, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be distraught. I am already distraught. Anyway, we're gonna move on to chapter 12 now. I knew it! I knew it was Elias! Okay, this changes things. The last thing James was thinking was that he hated Elias. He literally said it in his head that he hated him because of what he was saying and how he was like treating his family and treating Cordelia. And he literally said that he hated Cordelia's father, and now the killer keeps saying stuff when he kills people about hatred, and James keeps feeling this hatred, and the fact that James said he hated him, and now he's dead. Is this killer James? Did James kill his father-in-law? Is that what's going on? I don't think that's what's going on. I'm pretty sure it's not what's going on. But he's gonna feel so guilty. How are we gonna move past this? How are we gonna move past this? How is Cordelia gonna be okay? And her mother with their baby coming. And Alistair. Oh, God. Cassie. Why? Not James giving Cordelia condolences in Persian. But he might have killed her father. Okay, but Belial can make himself look like anyone. That is if I'm thinking of the right Prince of Hell, he can make himself look like anyone. So what if he's making himself look like James and killing people looking like James? Did I just solve it? Did I just solve the case? Maybe mysteries are kind of fun. Maybe I should do this more often. Did I just crack the case? We'll find out, I guess. Not to get incredibly personal, but on a real note, Cordelia and her relationship with her father, just there's aspects of Cordelia and her father that remind me of me and my own father, and it's just oddly weird. Like, I didn't expect this, and it's kind of making me sad, so yeah. The Ave Quavel line, hail and farewell to Elias. That's pretty sad, to be honest. It's pretty sad. Also to Philomena too, because she did too. And the Pounceby guy. Is that everybody that's died? 3 people? I don't know, there might be one I'm forgetting. Oops. Ave Quavel. I have a solution to the problem. James thinks it might be him. He's finally catching on. We're like, yes, James, it might be you doing the killings, because his window is always open and he doesn't remember opening it. So here's the thing. Here's my idea. James sleeps with Cordelia every night so that if he gets up, Cordelia will know and he will wake her up. See what I did there? They should just sleep together. Perfect idea. I hope that happens. We'll see if Miss Clare thinks the same. Matthew finally revealed his secret and let it out, and he told Cordelia. I see it now. Like, if James can't get over the Grace thing and he truly is gonna be trapped by her stupid spell and all this stuff forever, maybe I would be okay with Cordelia and Matthew being a thing. I don't know. But okay, so I knew the Matthew thing because I read The Ghost of Shadow Market, the novella bind up, so I'd already known that story for a long time. And I feel like if you didn't know that story, you didn't know that Matthew kind of poisoned his mother and caused her to lose the baby, then it would be very confusing why he was just drunk all the time. Like, I was just very happy that I knew from the beginning of Chain of Gold, like, I've always known that this was the one thing I knew about Matthew. And yeah, I just feel like if you didn't know that, was it hard for you to understand Matthew? Because I feel like that is a huge part of his character, and knowing it beforehand would be totally good. So I understand why some people are like, you have to read Ghost of Shadow Market before you read Chain of Gold and The Last Hours, because yeah, that I feel like was definitely one of the most important things. But why did he tell her and not James? Like, he loves her. Like, does he really like her that much? Are they gonna be a thing? I don't even know. Matthew literally liked Lucy yesterday. He likes Cordelia today. He could like anybody tomorrow. So Thomas going to tell Alistair, I'm sorry about your father, and then just turning around and leaving. Me. So we got up to work out, but why is this cloud so low? And we're at my boyfriend's work, but why is the cloud so low? I'm kind of scared. What is going on? Good morning. So I got up to work out at like 5:30. And now it's 7 and I have an hour before I have to get ready for work. So I just made myself cozy on the couch, and here we go. Not Grace showing up to their house when Cordelia's not there. I hate this bitch. Honestly, she can choke. I swear if James kisses her... He did it. That's it. This book's getting a 1 star. You know what? No, Cassie. What? I know James and Cordelia are not really married, but why the fuck would he do that? I literally hate Grace. Like, I can't take this in the morning. It's too early. Distraught. I'm still distraught. Okay, I didn't get to this part, but I do not know who you were kissing just now, James Herondale, but it certainly wasn't me. Okay, so does James get a little bit of rights because he was thinking of Cordelia and imagining it as Cordelia? You know, maybe, but I'm still stressed, and I don't know if that makes up for it, and I don't know.
Down, yeah. I've been feeling so down.
James did not just say it, like, flat out, like, oh yeah, I gotta say something else. I kissed Grace today. Sorry.
Now I'm thinking now.
Hi guys, I have a reading update and a mini book haul really quickly. Let me get the book haul out of the way. Today at work I picked up It's in His Kiss by Julia Quinn. It's book number 7 in the Bridgerton series. Very excited. Also picked up All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Duer. I don't know what this is about. I know it's like a historical fiction, I think. I'm really excited about it actually. Also picked up Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. This came in and I remember I wanted to read it a while back, so maybe if you've read it, let me know if it's good. But I'm excited about that. And God, I also got Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare. Yes, this is what it looks like. This is obsession. This is too much. This is classic Andrew, literally being impatient and buying 2 copies of Chain of Iron. So, here's what happened. I pre-ordered Chain of Iron on Amazon. Okay, it gets delivered to the bookstore that I work at. I was off Tuesday. So, and our mail doesn't come till like 3 p.m. So, like any reasonable person, I get up and I go to Target at like 9 a.m. and I grab a copy of Chain of Iron because of course I had to, because my copy wouldn't have been in until 3 p.m. So I would have wasted so much time that I could have been reading. So I bought it in the morning. And then my copy came in yesterday. Today's Wednesday, so I have my other copy. Like, anyway. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one. I'm probably gonna sell it on Depop for like $20 if anybody would even pay that. I literally just lost money at this point. I just gave Miss Claire more money, but it's fine. If I wasn't loving this, I'd be more mad about it, but I'm loving it. So let me give some reading updates. I'm on page 381 and I was freaking out because James, like, why does he just speak? Like, he just says things. He doesn't even think about it. And he can't even blame Grace because that's just like, he's just a Herondale and he's just a mess. But when he told Cordelia that he kissed Grace, I was like, okay, James, you could have said that in a better way, but I was ready for Cordelia to pop off on him. I was ready for her to go off and like lose her shit, right? I was like, yes, I'm ready. But what did she do? Something even better. She pretty much just got her revenge and she literally kind of seduced James, but not really. So, you know, like they're kissing and James is like getting really into it and Cordelia's like, okay, I'm done. Thank you. That was great. Thanks, James. That was great practice for my future husband. And James was like, oh, what? And I think it's sad. Like, it's sad that James is going through all this. He literally, like, we can tell as a reader and we see from the outside that James is so conflicted on the inside, and I feel bad for him. Like, this is very traumatic. He's trying to fight against his own mind and trying to fight against this spell that is on his brain and making him think that he loves Grace and he doesn't, and he's trying to fight it, and there's those pieces of him in the back of his mind trying to fight it and trying to remember why he loves Cordelia, or that he even loves Cordelia, and he can't. It's just not working. And I'm hoping that the bracelet is gonna break off or something because it already has like a tear in it. And I'm just hoping that's gonna happen soon. But I don't know what to expect about the ending. I'm 60% through now, I think. So I'm kind of sad, to be honest. I don't want to finish this book, which is very weird because when I read Chain of Gold last year, I wanted to finish it fast because I got it on release day and then a couple days later or the next day or something, I was going to meet Cassie. So I wanted to finish it before I went to meet Cassie, and I did. I finished it in one night. This one, I want to take my time. I want to enjoy it. It's going to be a long time before we're in the Shadowhunter world again, and I just wanted to enjoy it, but I'm definitely enjoying it. Thomas? That poor boy. He's literally being framed for murder. He's having the worst luck, and he always has the worst luck. Like, he lost his sister in the first book. Now he's being, like, framed as a criminal murderer. He just gets the worst end of the stick. Also, some things I've been thinking about Lucy. I think her and Grace teaming up is very weird. I don't like it. Lucy knows Cordelia does not really like Grace, and nobody likes Grace. So why is Lucy still befriending her and working with her? And I get it because she has Jesse and she wants to bring Jesse back, but I just feel like it's weird. Like, she doesn't talk about Cordelia, so I guess it's okay, but I'm confused. It's weird, and I would rather we see more of Lucy and Grace together than we do Lucy and Cordelia, who are supposed to be prioritized. So what's up with that? I'm not getting the Lucy-Cordelia relationships that I signed up for, but I am getting the James-Cordelia fake marriage trope that I signed up for, so I guess that makes up for it. I guess I'm still here for it.
I saw you out in Leicester Square, thought about you in the shower. I paid to watch you stand up.
When Alistair said, "I think I partly hated you for it, for being so kind," I thought, he must have so much to be able to be so generous. I really be going through it. I'm so sad for Alistair. What's up, guys? So I just got dressed and I took a break from reading. I did read probably like 20 or 30 pages. I don't know. But I took a break to get dressed, and while I was getting dressed, I was watching some booktube. So I was watching Connor. He had a booktube gratitude tag video, so I watched that, and thanks for the shout out, Connor. And then I was watching Books with Leo, which her channel is just, it's so pretty, and I love her content. So if you've never checked out either of those, I'm gonna link them down below. But I took a break to watch one of her videos, and now we are diving back in. We are that much through. I'm on page 497, chapter 23. We are gonna get this done. I'm not leaving this couch until I finish. So this is it. This is the last freaking run. This is the end. I'm scared, but here we go. Okay, before I get farther, I'm gonna say that when Matthew showed up at the lab, or at the Fairchild's house, or no, yeah, Christopher's house, his own house, Matthew's own house, anyway, and asked for the plithos, what is it called? The pithos? I don't think that was Matthew. And I think him and Christopher are about to figure out that it wasn't. So if I'm right, I'm gonna be excited, because I don't think that was Matthew. It was weird, and like he asked for it and was gonna take it to James, but then never mentioned it again. Like, I don't think that was Matthew. Let's find out. I knew it. I knew it wasn't Matthew, and now who the fuck did we give the pithos to? Because we don't know where it's at. I don't know what I thought the killer was doing with the runes, but I didn't think that they were going to Jesse. But that makes so much sense. And it's Tatiana, obviously, being like a shapeshifter with Belial's power. Something like that is going on. Now Lucy just got knocked out, and I don't know what to do. I didn't know that the runes were going to be on Jesse, but it makes so much sense. Wow. Cassandra Clare's mind. But what does that mean? Like, and what was Lucy gonna do? Was she gonna kill Jesse? Was she going to do that? And he's already dead. It was just his body. I don't know what's going on. Okay, chapter 24. Why did I think for a second when James was like, "Cordelia, turn around," and there was a boy walking towards them? Why did I think that it was gonna be Sebastian Morgenstern? Why did I think that? That's ridiculous. Okay, it was Jesse, which is even worse. Jesse is walking around. He's evil now, and I don't know if it's his soul or not, or if it's like somebody using his body. So, I'm scared. Lucy is so cute. Like, there's a whole ass Prince of Hell in front of her, and she's like, "Yeah, okay, anyway, can you stop talking, please? Because, like, Jesse's inside your body, and I just kind of need to talk to him. Like, can you just go?" And he's like, "You're useless, you don't matter, you mean nothing." And Lucy's like, "Yeah, okay, anyway." Like, the nerve of this little Herondale girl is just so funny.
She said her favorite color yellow. It looked good on her dress. Trying to be slim, thick, nothing less.
So I had to take a break from reading because I forgot me and my friend were going to go do homework together. So I had to take an exam. But now I've got my book and my Whataburger because Texas, and I am prepared to eat lunch and then finish Chain of Iron. Yes. Jesse lives. Jesse's alive in his own body for right now, and Lucy like fainted, but it's okay because Jesse's alive. Tatiana is literally fucked up in the head, messed up in the head. No. Grace trying to get Jesse to fall in love with her. They're brother and sister. Grace is like, "What the fuck?" As am I. Why is Tatiana so fucked up? Oh, I'm literally gonna cry. Why, when James is about to explain to Cordelia, does Grace show up? I'm gonna cry. I swear, if James doesn't get to tell Cordelia that he loves her and not Grace, if Grace puts a spell on him again right now, guys, no, please, please, no, please, no. Finally, we get Grace's portrait. I hate her so much. Look at the bracelet. Look at the bracelet. Yeah, I hate her. Matthew just confessed that he loves Cordelia to her face. A man. Something James could never do. No, I'm not having a good time. What's gonna happen? Oh God. I'm done. I don't even know what to say. Cassie! Cassie, what? I don't even know what to say. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. So, I finished. I gave Chain of Iron 5 out of 5 stars because I think that it was a very good book. It did have a classic second book feel, second book syndrome, whatever you want to call it, because the ending left. It's not even really a cliffhanger. It's just, well, I say that as Lucy is missing, but it's kind of a cliffhanger, but with Cordelia and James and Matthew. What was that? Cassie! I didn't expect, there to be a happy ending. I didn't expect Cordelia and James to be perfectly together. I did expect her to find out that James does love her. I really thought that James was going to be able to tell her. I did not see it coming that Matthew was going to confess his love, that they were going to run away to Paris together. It's all great for Matthew, but James, it's just a classic Herondale suffering for love, and it's not happy. It's not a good thing. And I feel so bad for James because nobody else knows the Gracelet situation now that he's figured it out. So nobody else can sympathize with him and help him because his prarabatai and the love of his whole life just took off to Paris, and that did not see that coming, Cassie. The ending got a bit slower, I think, but overall, I still really liked the pacing. I thought it was really good, and it had all of the angst and the feels that I wanted, and it kept me reading for sure. I finished this in 2 days. It was still so good. The whole Lucy and Jesse thing, is he alive? Is this what it means? Are they gonna be okay? Why do they still have to go somewhere else if Jesse's alive? What is Malcolm doing? I don't trust Malcolm. I don't see why he is here when we saw him in the Dark Artifices. We already don't trust him. And why are we going back and setting up the stuff for Annabelle? It's just weird. I don't know how I feel about that. I think it's really funny because I decorated this shelf right here and I put Cordelia, James, and Matthew together, and I don't know what caused me to pick just them three. Sometimes I put Lucy, sometimes I put Thomas. This time I only put those three, and it's very fitting that I put Cordelia, James, and Matthew because the whole book I was really sympathizing with Matthew, and I could tell how much he loved Cordelia, and I saw it again in the first book when I reread. So I went into this book kind of okay with with the thought that maybe Cordelia would lose feelings for James and lean towards Matthew, but I wasn't really ready for it, and now I know I told myself it's okay, she can be with James or Matthew, it's okay, and they all are deserving of love, but I don't know. Now that James was gonna chase them on the train, I don't know. It was such an epic ending, it was very dramatic, and I could see it very clearly in my head, and I liked it a lot, but I was also very sad just because I know it's gonna hurt James. And Cordelia and Matthew are fine. They're gonna have a grand time in Paris. They are fine. But for James, who is our main character, I feel so bad for him. He really had a shitty whole part of this book. So what now? Waiting a year to find out what happens next is gonna be pretty torture, but I don't know if there's a bright side. I don't even know what I was gonna say. I didn't expect Cordelia to not be the paladin of Waylon the Smith. Instead, she is the paladin of Lilith. Didn't expect that. Don't like it. Hope they fix that in the next book. Also, I hope Belial gets his third and final strike and dies. Can he just go already, please? We are begging. Tatiana is absolutely batshit crazy. She's still on her crazy shit, and I'm not here for that. I don't like her. Grace, I hope that the Clave gets her and freaking arrests her and fixes her whole situation. And it's just so sad that Cordelia is heartbroken and thinks that James still loves Grace. And James literally, oh, when he was so mad at Grace, that was such a good scene. When he was so, my lights just fell. When he was so mad at Grace and he was like yelling at her and like angry, I loved it. That was nice. Finally, his anger can come out and he knows the truth. He has been truly set free, and he's hurting. I'm hurting. We're all hurting. So that's great. But what else did I expect from a middle book in a Cassandra Clare series? Like what? It's exactly what I expected. And like I said, I loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. I have so many questions. I have so many theories for the next book. There's just still so much more left, and from what I remember before is that this series is going to be sad, and a lot of the characters don't get happy endings, and I don't think all of the Merry Thieves are going to live. I don't. I still think that one of them is going to die, and I'm scared to see who it is. I think it's weird that Christopher and Grace are kind of having a little love thing set up. Anna and Ariadne, I hope they fix their shit. Mostly Anna, because she is not forgiving Ariadne, which I understand, but also like Ariadne's trying really hard. Thomas and Alistair, probably one of the most unexpected but very happy things that I had loved in this book. I have always loved them since I read their short story in Paris, but I really love them in this one when they finally kind of came together and they kissed, and they were locked up in jail, but they still kissed, and they kind of discussed their issues and like decided that they both like each other, except Alistair's being dumb again and doesn't want to be in a relationship. But I feel like there's still a lot to come for them, and just a lot. Are we going to be in Paris in book 3? Is that what we're going to do? Is Cordelia going to fall in love with Matthew now? And I can see how she can fix him, or not really fix him, but help him with his alcohol problem and just help him through things. I can see them being so close and really good friends, and so it's just so much more to come. But I loved what we read to get through this journey, and what we are going through to get to the end. And I can't believe we have one more book coming out next year, Chain of Thorns. Cannot wait. I can't believe after that we will be starting the Wicked Powers. We will be starting the Shadowhunter finale series. That is insane. I'm not ready, but I'm gonna read the short story probably today, later. I'm gonna take a break, but yes, that's all I have to say. 5 out of 5 stars. Chain of Iron. Bittersweet. It's very bittersweet. And my favorite thing in this book was definitely Jem playing the violin at the wedding, as you saw. That was emotional for me. I didn't like it because it made me cry, but I did love it because I love Jem. My boy. My Jem. Anyway, thanks for sticking around, and comment down a blade emoji so we can represent Cortana. And I don't know where Cortana is also. I'd like to know where she is. I'm scared. Where is Cortana? But that's it for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed this spoiler-filled vlog. Please let me know what you thought about Chain of Iron down below. And that's it for this vlog, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
I saw you out in Hollywood, so we drove to Laurel Canyon. I gave you all of my spare time, and you just couldn't stand it. You say she's a work of art,